back mount, we'll play with just hooks first and just the seatbelt, okay? I want to get used to two things. One, there's like, you can point your toes and have like this arch hooking in. The problem with that, you deactivate like your calf muscle. Like if you do this, you can't really flex that. If you boot, you can actually activate more muscle. So it can be seen as a more effective hook. So let's play around with like booting our feet, pinching our knees, and then I'm over top. For control purposes, elbow is over top of the one shoulder, chin over top of the other one. Hands, I like to protect my choking hands, so I'm gonna have like stab Dave, re-stab Dave, chin, right? That way, this hand, if he's like attacking any of them, he has to attack that one, and I can go under. For now, partner on like in back mount, gets the control, Dave moves around, we're gonna warm up like this. He's not going 100%, but if like he gets out over my leg, right? I'm gonna hook, bring him back, go to the other side, trying to keep my control, okay? If he gets out, that's fine. He's not going 100%, I'm just looking for my control points, okay? The game isn't for him to win, the game is for me to learn my control points and having them there. He's just moving around, he's not trying to break grips or anything for now. Sound good? 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna work on working towards unfair advantage for myself, right? We're gonna play around with, we're here, he goes to grab the choking arm, right? And I'm gonna come through, okay? I'm gonna come under, grab, okay? And just bolt cutter. So keep this hand palm that way, karate chop his arm, grab, and I pull this thumb to this shoulder, okay? So I'm here, this opposing movement here, and then I pull in. It's a wrist lock. It's a wrist lock if he doesn't let go. If he, just move your other hand out of the way. If he hangs on here, and I'm doing this, oh, come on, live dangerously, right? Okay. It's a wrist lock, and I'm just trying to gain an unfair advantage where I have a free hand, and I have one of his trapped. Okay, so I'm here, he has my choking arm trapped, karate chop, and then I just gable grip. Gable grip, pull that thumb in, okay? Once I break that grip, grab his karate chop and keep it, okay? There's advantages to keeping it high and like nipple height, and then there's advantages to launching it down low, okay? For now, have the partner just moving around, trying to get his hand back, okay? He wants his hand back, and I need to learn how to keep it. So he's moving around. Then, if he forgets that this hand is here, then I just work up to that shoulder. That's secondary. First step, I need to control his hand. If I grab too close to like his elbow, swim, right? It's very hard to keep that. I want to look at end up lever, grab the karate chop portion, do the same thing. Okay? A lot easier for me to control. So we're here, we have this, he starts to block that choking arm through, here, pull in, bolt cutter, grab the karate chop portion, and then keep this hand away. Okay? I don't want him to re-grip it or anything, I'm keeping it either nipple or down. Easy enough? Person in the back mount is kind of moving around, they're trying to get their hand back, we're playing around from here. Sound good? 3, 2, 1. I mentioned like there's benefits to both. I'll go over one of the benefits to like down low. Much easier for me to trap hands. So I'm here and I'm choking, right? I come through, I bolt cutter, I break this in, okay? Grab that hand and I punch it down. As I'm gonna fall to this side now, but I'm gonna bring my leg up and over, okay? If it's down low, it's easy to just trap his hand here. Depending on where you want to go with it, I prefer to like full handcuff him and like essentially bring his hand behind his back with my leg. So I punch it down, over top, grab my shin, and bring my shin behind. Okay, now this is a strong position. Try and get your arm out, right? That's my arm. A lot of people have, well, not a lot of people, yeah, just boom, okay? Not that it's a common issue where you see this, and people are like, trying to grab their shin this way. Bring your whole leg over both the arms, and then grab your shin, right? Just here, grab. From here, I pull my own shin behind his back. Rather than trying to pull his arm behind his back, which can be excessively hard, I'm pulling my own leg. Here, now I'm using my leg and my arm. He fights it again, right? That's mine. The benefit to this, I now have 2 free hands. 1 to muffler, 2 to choke, right? Right, Elliot? The muffler, you love it. Okay, so I'm here. But I have a 2-on-1 battle situation here, and I'm over top the shoulders. This is beautiful for me, right? We can wrist lock, core Dave, and all this other fun stuff. But he's fighting the one, cool. Go with the other one, go underneath. He fights that one, go here. I have a 2-on-1, I'm winning this battle, okay? So, we're here in, bolt cutter through, break that grip, okay? And then what I want, I bolt cuttered wrong. I'm just gonna choke, okay. Here, that, in, right? Fall, punch this down, over top, grab my shin, in behind, okay? From here, we have a nice easy battle, well, easy, but like I can punch it off, get sink in my rear naked choke. Play around with that. Any questions? 3, 2, 1. So now we're gonna play around with same movement. We're punching that hand out. Okay. When we're here, okay, I come through, bolt cutter, break that grip. I punch it down. Now I'm gonna do a couple things here. I'm going to move away from them. I want to. A lot of time you don't want to create distance. But say they've been a pain in the ass trying to choke him and he's just not budging, you're cranking, it doesn't matter, okay? I'm gonna triangle around him, okay? So to get here, I'm gonna have to move away. I prefer to take plant off of them to move away. Some people like plant on the floor and move away. I prefer to plant off the hip. And then I can move my upper body away and I allow his head to gain this distance. And then I'm gonna go over, okay? Hoping my knee holds up for this, we'll see. But if I can get everything in here, plant, move away, and then I can go over top of his shoulder, okay? Plant, move away, keep him there, and then I punch this down and come over the shoulder. Okay, this knee is under his elbow now. I'm going to lock up my triangle here. When I want to go through with this, I have to realize I'm kind of giving up back mount, but I play around with this when it's here, in, and they start doing their butt scoot down kind of thing, and like they're trying to get the head underneath. I'm losing the head fight, like I'm losing this. Ideally, I want it here. I'm starting to lose it. I'm gonna push him down, then I'm gonna go over that shoulder by punching up, okay? Over, triangle. From here, I have multiple options. I'm gonna go with my favorite, and it's just a mean one where I'm underneath. I'm gonna grab his elbow, I'm gonna pull up nice and high, okay? It's more like I'm just cranking him up here. And then I can like do my wrist locks, all the goofy shit that doesn't make sense to works at that point because I've extended them up like this. If that isn't getting a tap, you can go after the triangle choke. You can play around with all the other fun stuff. But I'm here, right? Through, in, and I'm starting to lose this position, okay? I push him down, I come over top, grab, under, lock. I do something there that I didn't explain at first. I grab my shin immediately. This secures me to this position. Then, depending on where this elbow is, if I see it's exposed, I'm gonna grab, pull up, extend, you can go at the end of the lever, extend, You can be a dick, contract, right? You can do all the fun stuff. Do you want to see this? We have the one, we're here, we karate chop this one down, and I push off and come over top of this arm. Now, I'm gonna do that same like extension with that foot, but now this leg is gonna come over, okay? So I have this one. If Dave is like, I don't think that rear naked chokes work, and he's just doing nothing with it, oh, I'm just gonna choke him, right? Generally, he's, yeah, probably fighting with that. So I'm gonna push out, then I'm gonna bring this one into that elbow pit, okay? So I'm gonna use like the big muscles in my legs, well, big, to push that elbow away. So I push off, grab, and I'm trying to get that heel in that elbow pit and cut this angle with that. This is what's gonna push that one away. From here, I can either stomp this one to the mat and like I can go after like almost Kimura trap style stuff, or I push them away and I get this side triangle here, where all I'm doing is now I'm gonna bring this knee down and in, okay? Rather than like trying to crunch in like this, I'm trying to like pinch this knee down to the mat, and it's a hell of a lot of torque on the side of his neck. If that's not working, I still have this arm, and I'm gonna bring this elbow up high. I'm gonna actually bring it nice and high, and then I crank it down. I love to keep this control here, okay? So, we're here, in, around, I punch this down, off that hip, into that elbow pit, kick that down, behind his back, whatever I want to do with it. I can start to swing my feet. I can come up, grab my shin over top, get this like side triangle, got like it's like almost an Americana, crank this in, reverse wrist lock, real wrist lock, bend his fingers, whatever I want. From there I like to get that heel in and dig in. I'm not flexible enough to just go like kick it over and triangle from there. I need a little bit extra where I dig that heel in and kick it down. If you're flexible enough to just go in and lock it in here, yeah, send it. You want to see it? Good? Yeah? Play around? 3, 2, 1. Okay, when I'm here and I have all this, right? Fall to this side. Okay? I'm off that hip, and I'm gonna fall to this side. That allows me to like swing. I'm not flexible, okay? If I fall and I'm here, I'm never going to get that elbow. I need to be away from him, hook that elbow, right? I'm well above his head height. This is where I need to be. I hook that elbow and I bring it in behind, okay? From here, I pop up and I can grab in. Now, rather than like traditional triangle where I'm just trying to squeeze everything in, here I'm trying to get my shins in line with one another to squeeze him down in it. It's just miserable, okay? If we want to go one step further, I have the arm, I can crank it up, I can do all this fun stuff. If he's like pulling that arm in and all this others, yeah, he's starting to do that. I'm gonna switch my legs, and come over here. Now this is more of a traditional triangle squeeze where I'm bringing my knees and everything in. I'm bringing everything in this way, off of that one. Okay, so we're here, yeah, he's fighting. I come out, I want to be above his head so I can get my heel in, drive it down. From here, I can come up, grab this one side, and then I can go down like this. If he's fighting, right, I'm gonna switch my hands, switch my feet, come to the other side, right? Now this is a traditional where I'm squeezing in. Again, we have all the dirty little arm bars, wrist locks, all that fun stuff. But, I mean, a tap's a tap, so get a tap. We're going nice and slow through it. Easy? Yeah, 3, 2, 1.